Welcome to a moment.
I was just trying to open Windows. Apparently, there was a tab I hadn't done for a bit, and it decided it was going to. All right, you say so. Here. Final test. Chat looks good. Okay. Here. Okay. All right. So for this, I don't need Steam. I need GOG. Let me pull that up instead. Oh, and as often happens for me, I am eating later, much later than I intended. So let me do this so you don't have to watch me eat. It's kind of gross. Just sit there and watch. So, um, yeah. It's been 5 months since we played this. Probably because we were so heavy on The Witness for a while, which is fine. I still want, I'm not a completionist, but I am still interested to see what else I can find in there. So I might hop on to The Witness here and like on the stream at some point, not too far in the future again, just for maybe a couple weeks in a row, see what I can still scrounge up as far as that goes. But we're not totally done with The Witness or anything yet, but you know, I found most of the stuff. I completed the big challenge, I guess, and stuff with the music and everything. So there's not a whole lot left to do other than just kind of drag through areas and try to scrounge up stuff that I missed, like environmental or other puzzles that I might have missed. The pursuit of every personal goal is a vain, futile effort as time inexorably. Locate and investigate the children's rooms for more clues about the meaning of this cryptic message. After traveling around the world to explore 3 different remote islands, my way of seeing the world changed forever. Beautiful sea route, planning world map. So the last thing we had done, as far as progressing, was we had found that big light puzzle, right? The what would it be? The kind of fuchsia or something light. Apologize. I was eating egg and it made my throat kind of dry. It's a hard-boiled egg, so made it a little difficult to talk. I'm doing this stuff to remind myself of, things that we might have left off with. Expedition Log Day 1. The first voyage of the Camille. As a first step for the expansion of the railway company to maintain passenger transport, we carried out an expedition to explore new sea routes along the Camille, the first ship, or aboard the Camille, the first ship of a new fleet of ships acquired for this purpose. So specifically, they're looking into where they could expand their railway. Okay. The climate and the crew's thirst made us land on a series of small islands where I was able to make some amazing observations. The inhabitants of these remote lost islands, long forgotten by human civilization, had very particular characteristics. They enjoyed vitality and a splendid appearance of youth, even in their oldest inhabitants. It seemed that time had been kind to all those people, a situation that left me extremely amazed and wondering if there was an underlying reason. This old man's gaze seems to hide something. Is he looking at something? Is that what we're... Is there stuff over here, maybe? Let's see. Oh, wait. What's this? Weird. I was hovered over a different part of it, and it was unresponsive. Interesting. See, what is this? This, like, ball on the top of the head. That seems like that might come out, right? But it's not... I wonder if I have to do something to project light, like in the other area, maybe? But I don't know how I do that. And this... Interesting. I'm not really sure what to make of that currently. And this is probably type a password or something along those lines to open this up to get the reels that are inside, I think, maybe? Oh, that's just open and close. Along with the will, there's a note that reads, "Kids' toys hold the key to the old's joy." Yeah. Let's pay attention to our children. Sometimes they have key things to be said in very unusual ways. So the kids' blocks probably give me an answer for what I need to type in there. Because I don't remember. Did I do that last time? Did I type that? I know I found the light thing. I don't remember what all I did to get that, though. So, hey, Faux Fox, welcome. Huh. It's a letter opener. I'm not sure if that's meaningful, really, though. Do you remember the beginning of this at all, Faux Fox? If not, I can summarize what I remember, although I'm a little rusty on some of the particulars, but I remember somewhat of this. Incrediblue. So blue dye of some kind, I think. You don't know? Okay, well, that's fair. Something over here. Oh no. These are the eyes, right? The eyes seem to be hiding something. Don't get anything new with that. We do get this, right? With this scope. So we can see ports of destination with this where you can't otherwise. What was the F? Yeah, F is the one to get rid of that. Couldn't remember which one I hit. It's one over on the right side. I shouldn't remember which. Okay. So the basic storyline here, or background, is there was, I think he was a professor, I think. Anyway, there's an acquaintance of ours. Do I remember the name? I don't remember if there's, let's see, inventory. Keys, but that doesn't. So we're in Crimson Manor. I feel like that's not the last name of the people. I don't think it's Crimson though. Anyway, there's like this professor, I think, who, in addition to teaching it at like a university or whatever it was exactly he did, which I think is right. He did teach at a university, I think. He also, like a lot of professors actually, had pursuits outside of not academia, but outside of the university specifically. So one of the things he was involved with was going on, like you can read here, he would go on ocean voyages in exploration of the world and things around the world. In this case particular, the Camille, this ship, was looking for, or was investigating the possibility of expanding their railway and seeing where might be good spots to do so. Anyway, I don't think the professor here was directly involved with that specifically. Maybe as we learn more he was, but I don't think so. I think he was just more like an explorer in general. Anyway, and we were an acquaintance of the professor, and so he died. Was it mysteriously? I don't remember now. I think he died under mysterious circumstances, like he had gone somewhere. And let me turn my webcam back on. I'm done eating, so. He had gone on a trip, I think, and never, like, disappeared on the trip or something. And he was gone long enough that they basically decided he probably had passed. So he's got his will and stuff that, you know, is in this manor. We've been asked to go here and to look at his will, but also anything else that he might have left behind for us. Yeah, it's cool, right? Very, very detailed. And so in the process of all that, we found that the old man, the professor, likes to have, like, do little games. And so we have, not like in a bad way, I don't think, but like he likes to put mysteries and make it like a challenge to try to find things out. So we have clues about various things, and we're trying to unlock more and more details about what might have gone on and so on, to eventually maybe figure out what happened to him, but also more to figure out where his will is and what he wants done and how to find whatever things are in his will. Things along those lines, I think. So our latest clue, unless, I do remember we solved I don't know if it's a major puzzle, but it seemed like a, you know, kind of a bigger puzzle. Or we did solve on the stream on Halloween, we did solve one puzzle, which was like a light puzzle. We like did light down, and then we were able to see from the light more clues and stuff. So I don't remember if we did this specifically, and that puzzle was the result, or if that puzzle we got through other things along the way. But this says we pay attention to children, and they say things in unusual ways. So there are blocks in children's rooms. So we want to pay attention to those. Those probably give us a clue for this typewriter. And so we will know what to type in, which will probably unlock this and then let us have access to these reels, which we can play in a projector, I think is the idea. In this particular case. Obviously, not everything is the same. You know, the same thing, the same way. But and then there are these other things, too. Like, there's a chest here, and there are these clues. Give you a little bit more. Criminal Instinct, Little Bundle Edition, Scarlet Widow. So, obviously, story about a woman who takes care of, quote unquote, her husband, and then inherits a bunch of wealth and stuff. I do not believe this is implying anything about the professor's wife. It's possible it could, though, right? But I don't have any reason to believe this is supposed to be a reflection or an implication about her necessarily. I don't remember if we found something that said the professor was tied to publishing these or something. I don't remember any of that. So, written by Robbie Zylands. That's not the name of the professor, so I don't know for sure. Yeah, a lot of really old school stuff's pretty cool, huh? Let's see what else. Shut that. These. There are all these balls here. I did notice, let me show you in a second if I can get right angle on this just to see if it'll do anything. No, okay. I did notice on this, you see here, okay, so it looks like it's just like, you know, a cultural statue, right? Or a cultural sculpture or whatever, right? Great. It's awesome, right? Looks pretty cool. But I did notice this, which looks like there's a crystal ball that maybe can be removed. But I don't have currently... in this form, I don't have a way of removing that ball, like a prompt or anything for it. So I'm not sure, but I feel like that ball maybe comes out and gives us something more as well. Especially since there are all of these. I think that's kind of the implication, but again, I could be just making assumptions. I don't know. Oh yeah, I think this is it. We got this, we opened this up, got a key, which got us into the room where the light was, I think, or whatever. So, I put this on my Halloween stream initially because I thought this might be horror, like with ghosts and stuff. The more I look at this, I think it's just a mystery, not a horror. So that was a mistake I made, which, you know, I've done from time to time on some of the stuff on my Halloween stream. I'm like, oh yeah, this looks like it'll be kind of creepy and stuff. Turns out it's not creepy at all. I think that's true with this, but that's okay. But this is one that's from Halloween, and I do want to get through it. So, whoops, hang on. Open that as well. Okay. Yeah, this is where we found the clue. So this, we had... I don't remember if we had the device with us and we just used it. I think we had to pick the device up, put it in the room, and then it cast light. But initially, let's see, it was... where was that? It was... I think it was like downstairs or something. I don't remember for sure. But it's something like that. But I don't know where downstairs it would have been. Let's look at the map. Study. Oh, it's the library. Oh, yeah. So I need to go back. So the library's back through here. I do like the sliding doors in this mansion. I think that's pretty cool. I think that's probably... if... I probably never would, but if I were going to live in a mansion or something, I probably would want sliding doors like that. Yeah, so I'd done this device. If you turn this on, it causes this. Can't really read this from here. But this note that we found over here, we needed a key to get in to find it. Okay. No, not there. Crap. Where is it? It's in the hall, right? Yeah. This. So this is the library. Is this downstairs or upstairs? Obviously, this is upstairs. So, with that clue, we go, oh, hang on a second. I can't see it from here. But if I go up the stairs... And then across the way and over here. And see how they're leaving the little feet for the light here? So you stand about here. Now I can see the symbols. And then I copied those symbols down, and then we used them, I think, to open that box in the study. So let me turn this off. Don't need this keep. Well, I mean it's nice to have it on, so I guess I can keep it on. I don't care. It's not like this game's gonna track energy use and stuff. Anyway, and I believe that those symbols are what I used to open this. I think it was like on the top there were symbols, and I used that and it opened it up, I believe. And that gave me a key. And I don't know. Train motif key. And then ballroom hall key. Anyway, so that's a lot of that stuff. That's basically what we had done on Halloween. Was more or less something along those lines. We have these might come into play as well. Everything, as far as I can tell, everything, I mean, not everything. You have to be able to interact with it, I think, right? But pretty much otherwise, the generic sense, everything in this mansion can be a clue or something to somewhere else. Does that go to the ballroom, maybe? Because there's a door. It's a little short hall and then the ballroom, but there might be a door here, and that might only be for there. We had a ballroom key, though, right? Ballroom hall key. Oh, yeah, this is the hall key. Old keys and old clocks, yeah. Now it's open. Word. So we made more progress than we had before. Anyway. So yeah. So it's a nice little mystery game. It's not obviously, first of all, I'd say it's not of the same caliber, but also not of the same nature as the game The Witness. But it is another puzzle-rich, find clues, piece things together type of game and stuff. And even though the Amnesia series, for example, is a horror series, there's a lot of that kind of piecing together things in the Amnesia series. Plus, we've done other mystery games on my channel anyway, right? Like Still Life and stuff. So and the Sherlock Holmes and stuff like that. So I like the mystery theme anyway. So even though this isn't horror from Halloween, so again, oops, my bad on that. I did enjoy this, what I played of it, and I obviously think I will continue to enjoy it as well. Okay, so probably need to order based on what thing defeats or goes into or along with or whatever the other thing. I'm guessing. So we could say, let's see. We could say maybe the dragon is in the castle. Nah, I probably need a story for this. Otherwise, it's all guesswork. Okay, let's see if we can find a story that has more to do with that. This drawer is just bottles that we don't worry about. Magnifying glass we don't worry about. I don't know what that is. A napkin looks like to me, or something similar. Let's shut these. Definitely old books, yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so we can read this. None of the others. Let's read this. Little Bundle Edition, Criminal Instinct. So it's the same Criminal Instinct series that had the murdering lady, the Scarlet Widow we saw earlier. Now this is Danse Macabre by Jessica Thomas. Interesting. There's probably some theme running through these. Not just that there's like deal with criminals or whatever, and possibly, murder's the theme of the series or something. Might not be just that, but there might also be clues among the series. Why are they in the house and randomly something you could look at, right? So there's probably clues in these that at some point connect to give you some other information you need. Let's leave that open. We don't need to close these. Okay, now we're in the ballroom itself. Okay. That move? Oh. What? Interesting. Why do they all move? Do we play music and they bounce up and down or something in rhythm? Yeah, this is what I got before. This monocle will help you see things as I saw them. With it, you will understand my way of seeing the world. My personal stamp will help you find my hidden messages. So we see these. We know it's a message from Schmeckel. Vitae Cyclum. Okay. So switching to the monocle did not give me anything new on that. So you have a seed, grows into a plant, grows up to be a mighty tree, grows up and eventually ages out and dies. So the cycle of life. Okay. Not sure. I cannot look at the back of this. So trying to think how cycle of life might apply to any of these portraits in here. Especially since some of these are not the same as the others, right? Like this looks like a sheep. Oh, with a dead sheep. So that could be the final part of the cycle. Final part. Okay, so maybe I do, instead of group cycle, maybe I do grouping 1 1 1 1 kind of a thing. But I don't see a sheep over here or anything. So it wouldn't be that way. Wouldn't be like tying the same animal or creature or person or anything. Interesting. I'm not sure. I think we need more clues probably to know. Oh, but I could also use the monocle. Oh, okay, yeah. So this is the order. We start here, work our way left. But I don't see anything on the portraits themselves. So I guess I'm looking for the same person going across, maybe? This is the seed. I don't think it matters as far as, I wonder, do I need to be an artsy guy to know who painted them and then follow the paintings by the same artist? If that's true, I'm going to fail that without a clue. I do not know art very well. At all. At all. Ah. Hmm. So we could say she looks pregnant. So we could say pregnant is like seed. And then little girl was born. Then they all look like children. Meeting of gents, meeting of some dude, and a sleeping lady. Could be the sleeping lady, could be this, but I don't think there's an adult here. I think all three of these are. Oh no, maybe this might be an adult. No, I think it's three kids. So this one, maybe, and then this one where she's old. I mean, I don't know that that's right, but let's try that and see if that happens. Okay, so if I go this, and then this, and then you, and then this. Oh, that was it. Nice. I like it. What did we get? We got phonograph cylinder. A wax cylinder used to record and reproduce music and sounds on a phonograph. Nice. I like it. I don't think, with any of the others, I don't think I really noticed a theme that would carry through the young to old, going right to left. So I think it's probably just that one cylinder. All right, so we play that in here, I'm assuming, right? So let me go this. Yep, equip and use. Pretty music, I like it. I'm waiting for something to happen, but I'm not seeing anything except music playing. Seems like it's winding down. Just when you think it's done, then it does the bang bang. I'm assuming when it finishes, it'll just stop and the thing will pop back in the case. The music real well. See, I'd expect to be done already. Let me just quit. Yeah, it's just music for the background music for here. Okay. Damn, I wish I wouldn't have waited so long before quitting. Anyway, okay, so we got that. I don't know what the... I mean, it's pretty. I don't know if that helps us at all or if that's just a nice thing to listen to. That's cool, though. Okay, let's open this. Oh, that's... The lock resembles a harp. Oh, yeah, I don't think... Train motif key. Yeah, no. Okay. So I was not here previously. We are able to get to this room from this way, but not from the other side. Okay. So we got that, which is nice. Like I said, I don't know how it helps us in the general mystery of things, but it is cool, of course. I like it. So this is locked, right? Yeah. That's another thing is there are a lot of locked doors around this place. So trying to find your way around and figure out stuff is... Dear Miss Thompson, I've lost my pocket watch somewhere in my office. I count on your valuable collaboration to find it. When done, please leave the key to my desk inside the mail organizer in the hall outside the library. Yeah, we already did that because we have the his office is over there. That's where we were when we first started, like this room over here with the desk. So that's the office. We already were there and got into his desk. So we already got the key from there. Did I do all of the kids' rooms? I don't know if I did. I visited the kids' rooms. I don't know if I've done... Something's missing here. Below an engraving in Latin reads, the lineage is eternal. Probably need, I don't know, keys or something from the kids' room, I'm guessing. I don't know. Nautical compass. But we see we put it back. We don't keep it. So I don't know what we... Oh, hang on. Let me... This is the professor. Very stoic, honorable looking man or whatever. Nothing special out here as far as this scope or this special lens goes. Okay. So if I go up here, I go to my map. You can go in here. Let's see. Map. Yeah. So the twins' room is here. This is one of the rooms that has blocks and stuff, I think. And I think the Nicholas bedroom is another. Master bedroom is where he and his wife slept. I think this is another one of their children. And there are more stairs. All of these, I think, are going to like an attic, but I'm not positive. Or A attic. There we go. Okay, so twins' room's right here. There are blocks here, or there were blocks, or are blocks? Where did I see the blocks? Maybe they're in the closet or something? Anyway, somewhere around here-ish, there are blocks. This is another one of those. Crimson Instinct, Alice Beyond Wonderland. Criminal Instinct, I mean. So again, it's like a continuing theme for some reason in the game. Haven't figured out why exactly yet. Yeah, I think it might have been in the closet or something out here, but there were like building blocks or something, and we needed those. Yeah, we had solved this, and we're able to get, I think it was a key or some kind of puzzle, something that helped us solve that in there. So maybe it was only in Nicholas's room that we... Did we not get in Nicholas's room yet? I guess we've not gotten in there yet. So maybe we haven't done building blocks in this game yet. Okay. The special lens. No. The Victorian Post, the mystery continues. With more than 3 years of investigation, the cases of missing persons have not yet been resolved. Hadley Strange, founding owner of the nearby railroad company, regrets the events and expresses his concern. Yeah, that's it. Hadley Strange is... If you look in the bottom right corner, that's Hadley Strange, founding member of the railroad company, but also, like I said, like a professor. I thought he was a professor. Maybe he's not a professor. Maybe he's just tied to the railway company. I thought he was a professor, though, but maybe not. Here he is. This is his wife. I think this is Nicholas, and these are the twins. Yeah. Strong smell of paint emanates from this painting. Apparently, it was recently finished. If a strong sense of paint still comes off of this, yeah, it had to have been finished like in the last day or two. Huh. We did not get anything with the lens on this. So I don't know. Wait, what? Over on the right, there's a little bit of, on the very right edge when you're, you can kind of see it now. If you look on the stream, just underneath, in the upper right, I have the game rating. Just underneath that, you can kind of see the little graphically in the window thing going. Tiny bit. Anyway, I saw that and thought maybe something was going on with that, but I don't think so. I think it's just a graphical something in the game. I was before starting the stream today, I was looking into some of the games that we've been keeping tabs on, seeing if there's any progress update or anything, but I did not see anything. So I looked up like Wrong Dust. I looked up the Manor. This is Inheritance of Crimson Manor, but there's a game called The Manor, which is actually horror. And what else? I looked to see if there's an addition. We have Immure and Immure Part 2. So I was looking to see if there's a Part 3 yet. No. I looked to see if there was a continuation of the Splitting. Anyway, so I've been looking into that from time to time. Just don't have any progress on any of those yet. If we ever will. Criminal Instinct painted in blood. That's almost like a Dorian Gray thing, right? Not in blood, but that kind of gives Dorian Gray vibes. Wedding March. He looks at the piano as written down in the partiture. He looks down at the piano. I mean, we're supposed to, maybe with this. No. Okay, what's... He looks down. One of these gents? Or one of these people? No. Who seems to be looking down as if toward the piano? Crank wheel missing. The only two I could see would be possibly this guy or this guy. First of all, it says he. I know today we're supposed to not assume people's genders and whatever. As ridiculous as I find that. But this is a she. From this time period would have been a she. So this could not apply to her. These are looking at each other. It's one of these, if anything from this painting. I'm not convinced that it is something from that painting, though. But if he looks down at the piano, then I don't know. Not, he looks down even. It's not he looks down. He looks at the piano. Is written down in the partiture. He's looking away. He's looking a different direction. No. 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 I don't know. I don't see anything that would reflect a guy looking at a piano, looking in the direction of the piano. Curious. Okay. Congratulations on your new position as the Manor's housekeeper. I understand that making your way through this old mansion can be overwhelming at first, so I put together this letter to help you get oriented. This is the ballroom key. This is the Manor's West Wing key, music drawing and guest rooms area. Finally, this is the service key, used to access the servants area, brown wallpaper, and the dining room. Jerome Grooves, Manor's butler. Okay. Came from here. Nicholas' room was not open, not available to us. And then we went here and ran into that room. So what else? That was a dead end, that's right. So I guess we're going this way to continue on. Also locked, and this is where? North of the vestibule. Yeah, that would be our way to the master bedroom and closet and bathroom and storage room. So, not there yet. We came from here. So we go back this way. This is back to the twins' room and then back out, yeah. Okay. The Great Exhibition of the Sciences and Arts. More than 500 attendees are expected, coming from 23 countries. Prominent businessman and pioneer Hadley Strange to offer a ball and banquet at his honor to special guests. Okay. She took a clean dish to get him some tripe. But when she came back, he was smoking a pipe. That's funny. It's cute. So I need 2 more pipes, I think. That's kind of the tie to this, I think. But I need 2 more pipes put in there. That's locked. And resembles a coat of arms. So we need a coat of arms from somewhere. Okay. West wing door is locked down here. So we're not getting to the music room from there. What is this again? Wooden box with very peculiar design. Oh, right. I'm missing one of these from somewhere. It needs to go over here. And then looks like we need a key as well. Okay. Probably some pattern that I don't know that we need to use on that. Old clock does not seem to work. Yeah, we want to probably get it working at some point. Another one of these. Criminal Instinct, Crimson Blood. Blood pool going up to the center, and then a painting. We've got a painting, the center here. But I don't think there's any blood or anything going there. Yeah. So I'm not sure. That's similar enough. You'd think it might tie to things in this manner, but I don't know. If it does, I don't know how. And that's locked with a lion's head relief. Yeah, we have all these locked doors we can't get into. So I need to figure out. So we just got the one music roll, or however you want to say it, phonograph roll from the one spot. Have we really gotten anything from any other? Not really. So back up over here. Where did that go to? We could not get into that room. Oh, so there was the sewing room, yeah. And then a door that was locked, I guess, right? So we could not go down the stairs. Probably because those stairs will lead over to here, which is currently locked as well. So that's probably why all of those are. And luggage room, wine cellar, boiler room. Interesting. We can't access any of those currently, so I don't know. I don't want to do H to hint. I'm trying to figure it out on my own if I could. Locate and investigate children's room for more clues. So I guess I want to go back to the kids' room. And the twins' room specifically. Can't get in Nicholas's yet. See what I'm missing from there. So we're in the twins' room now. Excuse me. Could this be he's looking at the piano is referencing here? No, there's no piano in here. So I don't think that's right. Candles. Nope. Look like anything in the bottom two drawers. Excuse me. Young girls appear to have an expressionless face. Something underneath their hands. For a second, I thought I saw something. Nope. Okay. Door's locked with a crown shape in the lock. We have a lot of keys. We need a lion key. We need a crown key. We need a... I don't remember what the other one was. Anyway. A lot of keys were missing. Brave legionary soldier switched his side. He wears a green uniform now with colorful feathers, blue hat, and high boots in black. He wields a long saber now, like his mustache long and sharp, to protect the lives of those who, with devotion and loyalty, fight along him to protect the right cause. Yeah, okay. So he supposedly goes along with those with devotion and loyalty, even though he switched his side. So I don't know who's talking about loyalty to this guy, but clearly he is not the loyal sort himself. I'm not saying I hate him or something such. I'm just saying. Looks like one of the twins had a suitor in his head. Yeah. Love. To my Valentine. I don't know. Nothing with that. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Well, I don't know. So this is a lion, the crown shaped lock. I don't think train motif key. Yeah, should go with some train set or something. Cannot get a Nicholas room. That's the only other kid. So. There has to be something more in here. I don't know what, though. So 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2. No. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. That opened it. What do we get here? A gas lighter? Beautiful relief in jade illustrations. Huh. Okay. Where would would I use that? Maybe, can I light these? No. Hmm. These are not lit, but I cannot light these either. Doesn't look like. Let's see if there's something I can light, like on the piano or anything, but it's not looking like it, currently at least. Hmm. What else? Something in here that's unlit. There's cigars. Can I grab a cigar? Doesn't work there. I mean, I would think if you're going to do that, that you would pick up the cigar and then light it and not just light it on the floor of the table, but... It says cigarettes, but I mean, what's a cigarette? Cigar, like a small cigar, right? So it's basically the same thing. For a long time in history, or a long time, I don't know, but for some time in history, I think they were effectively the same, and then they started making the distinction at some point. I don't see anything light in here, so I don't know. There's something to light. Oh, fireplace is unlit. Oh. Aha! Key for the fireplace reveals series of symbols on the painting. New journal entry, J. Yeah, okay, that gives me the clue for that. Okay. Which was this way. Not this way. I got myself turned around. It's over this way. Where were those symbols? Was that on the clock that I saw those symbols? I'm trying to remember where I saw those now. No, not the clock. Not there. Where did I see those symbols now? Damn it. I can't remember. So I definitely saw them somewhere. Pipe tobacco. Heliography on paper. This is the first time I've seen one. This is his son, Nicholas. Crap, and where did I see that? There are things lined up and I had to reorder. Was it up here? I don't remember now. Damn it. Well, I'm having a brain fart, but I am. Yeah, it was not something in here. Not there. Not there either. That's back to the twins' room, yeah. That's locked. Okay, so I think it's downstairs somewhere. Where the hell did I see that? Man. Stupid brain. Give those. It's not in here. The actual mechanism is. Why can I not remember? Bedlam Asylum patient admission letter. Patient Darlene Thomas was admitted to this mental health institution at 9 a.m. on March 14th, 1893. She was remitted from the strange family manor where she presented violent behaviors, persecution delusions, and compulsive mania. Her claims about underground illegal experiments within the manor were classified as hallucinations, hence female patient number 17 will be admitted to the schizophrenic patients ward. Dr. Oliver Thomas. So that's a thing that might be kind of horror themed. Maybe we end up with some dark family secrets and there's some horror stuff underneath. We eventually find. That's a long way off, though, if that's true, because we got so many keys and stuff we got to get through to even get to that point. Nothing unusual here. Where the crap did I find those stupid symbols? It's gonna really annoy me now that I can't remember. Drawer is full of clippings and literature about murders and serial killers. Yeah, not getting through there. All right, the west wing door's locked. That's right. It's got to be something up here. Why can I not remember where those were? What the frick? It's kind of frustrating. It's like on the tip of my tongue kind of a thing. Well, whatever, like the edge of my brain or something. But I can't remember where I saw those. That door's locked. That shut behind me really fast. Ah, here it is. Damn it. I was like, come on, dude. Okay, so Dragon Maiden, Castle Knight Horse, I think. So Dragon, Maiden, Castle, Knight Horse. There we go. Ah, we got another disc too. Nice. Okay. Okay. That's going to go in here as well. Oh, is this? Okay, I guess not. I was going to say, does it matter where I put it? I don't know. It looks like we're just back to the normal background music of the area. Okay, cool. I still honestly don't know what having the 3 different phonographic cylinders is going to do for us. That's still locked. So we still need keys as well, which I've not really been finding. I found a couple of the cylinders this time now, which is cool, but that's not keys, which means... So we have those that we already did earlier, but otherwise nothing new in here. Let's go back. Pretty sure I already used this in here, but let's see. Anything new? This has got to be more than just the route he took. This has got to be some kind of... Monaco revealed the route of an expedition that began on Solomon Island, continued through Cuba, returned to Great Britain, and ended in Madagascar. But that's got to be used somehow in this manner. I don't know what we will do with that, though. Geez, that's a long route. Solomon Island's way the hell over here, all the way over to Cuba, then to Great Britain, and then down to Madagascar. This is like a huge trip back then. That would have been like months, like 3 months or something, to take a trip that way. Okay. Still think there's something going on with this ball, but I don't know. Maybe not. Continental Union telegram dated November 5th, 1892, from Royal Scientific C to Mr. Hadley Strange. In this honorable scientific council, we see with extreme concern the conclusions submitted in your article about the research entitled Eugenic Transliteration. Procedures described in your paper are beyond unacceptable to the ethical values of this scientific study or society and must be stopped immediately. Be fulfilled. Eugenic transliteration? So interesting. I'm curious now. Let me see. So if I look this up just to make sure I'm not missing something. Eugenic, right, is something along the lines of relating to or fitting or something offspring. Then transliteration is alphabetic characters. So alphabetic characters dealing with your offspring? I'd say that's why I don't understand. I wonder if he's getting into because of all of his journeys and stuff. I wonder if he was getting into something with quote unquote primitive cultures and somehow had some theory about. See, eugenics is not just offspring. I mean, it is. But eugenics has to do with like race and stuff too, which can be really messed up if you follow it to certain conclusions. So I don't know what he was getting into, but it sounds like it might have been, especially if this whole scientific society rejected it as basically morally wrong. He had to be into some shady stuff, right? Yeah, I don't know what order I do this in. We'll just hold dusty stacks of papers. Okay. This goes. Oh, to the entrance. That's right. The right entrance area. I don't know if I've been out here for a while. I don't know if there's anything more out here or not to see. Let's see. So there's this again. Tragedy in the Thames. Members of the renowned Strange family lost their lives in a tragic, mysterious boat accident. Yeah. All members of the renowned Strange family have lost their lives in a tragic, mysterious boat accident. The reasons for the accident are still unknown. Rescuers continue to search for the bodies of the 5 members of the Strange family. Dear probate conservator, by express instructions of the deceased, you are the only person authorized to enter his office and give initial reading of his will. Please do so as soon as possible in order to locate the heirs and proceed with the corresponding testamentary process. P.S. One of the front doorknobs has been damaged during my visit. Please add it to the pending repairs list prior to the execution of the will. I will have placed the fallen knob inside one of the bottom drawers on the entrance closet. Yeah. Okay, anyway. Nothing unusual for any of these, apparently. I don't know that we're really going to find much, if anything, out here, but I'd not returned to it pretty much since I streamed on Halloween, so I figured I'd check again just in case. Mrs. Strange was without any doubt a beautiful and elegant woman. Nothing really with the photo that we can notice. So like some opera glasses type of thing. And some black ink, looks like. We had blue ink before. Or jars that were blue. And then also jars that were white. So there's kind of... We got red, black, or black, white, and blue. I don't know if that means anything really useful, but... This letter was interesting. I missed that before, I think. There's apparently something going on in the basement, too. Supposedly, according to this girl that went to the asylum. So... That'll be interesting because there is a basement level. So, at some point... How am I going to know what order I do these in? Nothing special with the glass. I think if we do these in a particular order, this will start working again and probably... I don't know, but something, we'll get some item that'll help us move forward or something, I think. We got this still too. Et generatio tua eterna. And generations, what's tua? Into eternity, something like that, I think. Back to here, huh? Still something more that we're missing. Do anything with any of this behind? Doesn't look like it. Very interesting. I think we already did something with the Green Knight. I'm not positive, though. But I think we might have. I don't know. Say he was staring at the piano. If we could basically keep the same... So facing this way? Probably not going to be anything, but... Piano's just over here. Yes, it's not facing the piano. Piano's the other way. It's over this way. So I don't know. So he would not be the teddy bear. You look at the piano. So a partiture is the whole music score together, right? So this says he looks at the piano is written there. So I don't, but I don't have a way of carrying this with me, so I can't. The only music things I can think of are the cylinders, but I can't carry this with me. Looks at the piano. I'm looking at the piano. I don't see anything different. I also don't see anything for interacting with the keys of the piano. So I don't know. Unclear. Excuse me. Hmm. This has gears that are missing, but I don't have any gears with me, so I don't know where we end up getting that either. This I got. I was a ball puzzle. Oh, did I not get it? I thought I already did this. Maybe not. Want it out that way. Yep. This way. Back. This way. Yep. Down. Let's see. Went too far. I want it to come back to there. And then over, but out that way. And down. There we go. And then come around this. There. Oh, too far. Nope. Nope. No. 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 Too much. Back. Back up. Ah. This is not the easiest. No, I know. Don't go there. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back. Down. Where are we now? Yeah. A little bit this way. Now I have to go straight. And then oh, I rotate this and see without wrecking. Want to go this way. Nope. No, 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 no. Back, back, back. Up. There for sure. And I want it. Nope. Stay. That. go. Up. Nope, too far over. Down just a little bit. And then where's the opening for the... Oh, I'm trying to get in that hole. Dang it, I'm trying to get in that hole. I'm going to the wrong corner. I was thinking this drawer here. Well, shoot. Okay. Ah. Okay. That's fine. We can still get it. Just got more work. Oh. And then this way. Okay, so I want it to go this way. There. Is that not it? Am I not trying to get it in that hole? I don't know. I'm not trying to get in that hole. Where am I supposed to? Where am I trying to get it? I'm very confused. I don't see an exit. Look at the edges of it, and I don't see any hole to get out. So isn't that hole it? How come? I I think I might have already done this and got what was in this thing on the side. Otherwise, yeah, I had to have. Because nothing happens when I get in the hole now, and there's no exit. So yeah, it's got to be. I'm pretty sure I did that. I just wasted time doing it again, apparently. All right, well. Turned out that wasn't anything new, I guess. So there's Ms. Strange again. Catherine Strange, 1865. The Royal Academy of Arts rejection letter. Dear Ms. Katerina, at the Royal Academy of Arts, we are very grateful to the interest of our aspiring students to enter this institution. Unfortunately, on this occasion, we must inform you that you do not meet the expectations of our artistic requirements that are required to enter our prestigious academy. Art is silent poetry. That's unfortunate. Nobody likes getting a rejection letter. Rejection is good, though. It builds character. You learn what to change to get accepted later. You learn to deal with criticism. It's good all around. You just have to figure out how to use it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see. That's locked. Huh. Something more in here? I've had an awful lot of things in here previously, it seems like, or I mean, for as small of a space as it is. So I don't know what we should expect still to find in here. IDK. Nothing really with that table or the tea set. Okay. These are not anything I can open. There's another pipe here. I can't grab that and put it up on the set? Up above? Guess not. Kind of wish we could take these and maybe use them somehow, but we just set them back down. We go from where they started. Solomon Islands. Where are those exactly? Let's see. Where are the Solomon Islands? Right of that. South of that. There seems to be some trigger mechanism. We went wrong. Let's try again. So this. Oops. I keep going the wrong way. Hang on. That. Down to like this or something, right? Around here. is. There we go. Finally. Finally got it. West Wing key. Owners and guests. Okay. Nice. And then also this. Let's see. Anything special with this? Doesn't seem like it. Huh. I don't know. Okay. Well. West Wing key, which is guests. I mean, I go back to the ballroom and then go to there? Maybe. We'll see. That's not the West Wing. Okay. Oh, right. West Wing's downstairs and across. I see. Da. I knew that. No, I was thinking. It's over this one. This is the West Wing hall. There we go. Lock resembles a harp. Bathroom of some kind. Interesting. I mean, I suppose it's not surprising that they've got a bathroom. Yeah. Right in here. Off the music room. Interesting. Anyway. Oh, wait. Yeah. Okay. Private room up here. So this might be another locked. Nope. It is not. He looks at Brahms is written down in the partiture. Oh. So he looks at the piano and he looks at Brahms. Okay. All right, let me. He looks at the piano. He looks at Brahms. Okay. So another one of those, interestingly. Locate and investigate children for more clues about the meaning of the cryptic message. Find a way to enter the guest room and learn more about the secret legacy. A polite guest should learn how to play his host's favorite game. Since the nature of my legacy will only be revealed to whom demonstrates to be a trustworthy resident of this house. So we're playing chess, I guess. New journal entry, press J. Okay. Fool's Mate, also known as the two-move checkmate, is the checkmate delivered after the fewest possible moves from the game's starting position. It can be achieved only by black giving the checkmate on the second move with the queen. Yeah. Yep, if you open up your king, the queen can slide across diagonally, and then there's nowhere for the king to go. A knight cannot block it. The rook cannot block it. The bishop cannot block it. Everybody to the left of the king is locked in place still, except for the knight. The knight cannot get over enough, and the pawns cannot help. Interesting. That this is cited. Why would this be shown? I don't know, but it's in the journal now. So it'll be something at some point. Like anything in any of these cabinets. About the drawers underneath. Don't know who this is. Let's see. Our loyal butler, Jerome Groves. I see. So that's Jerome. Okay. She's looking down like, I don't know what's going on with that cabinet either. It's weird. So it looks like I need more knights. I think to do this. Seems some statuettes are missing. Yeah, the curious mechanism. That's why. That was my assessment initially as well. Another one of the criminal instinct ones. The Marauder of Thames Express. Huh. Okay. Continental Union Telegram, December 10th, 1892. Berlin, Dr. Kathia to Mr. Hadley Strange, Strata von Nama. You were right. The genetic transliteration process that seemed theoretically impossible has been validated by a procedure using the bioactive in vitro culture technique on a canine specimen. I can't wait any longer to receive the new results obtained by the new sets of test subjects. What is the new set of test subjects? Are these more animals or these people now? We'll find out probably down in the basement as to what it looks like. This is a fast message unless its deferred character is indicated by the proper symbol. Okay, anyway. In a fair battle, all the opponents must be equal. See, we have these, and we also have that green knight that switched sides. Probably all of them have to do something with this. Expedition log day 3. We get day 2. Day 1 is in the study, I think. Anyway. The bioactive enzyme. I've made a surprising discovery after analyzing the water samples collected on the islands. I have been able to determine. I did not read that sentence well at all, I think. Okay, hang on. I have made a surprising discovery. After analyzing the water samples collected on the islands, I've been able to determine that in its chemical composition, it has a component that delays cell deterioration. In the sediments of the water, I have managed to identify an enzyme or gene from rare specimens of amphibians and reptiles native to these islands. These animals have an extraordinary longevity, since their cellular aging is much slower than that of other species. Some of these animals even live for hundreds of years. Is it perhaps possible that the natives have been able to assimilate this gene by consuming these waters? Okay. Sounds like there definitely are probably. That doesn't make sense. Sounds like there's a high likelihood there were, in fact, human experiments of some kind, which is obviously messed up. Okay, so it's a private room. Guest room is locked as well. Calling a number at some point, huh? Get me out of here, I'm scared. That's locked from the other side, but we can get to it from the other side. What? Okay. I guess just go around the long way. Oh, the music room is entirely locked. For some reason, I was forgetting that this side had a special lock. Okay. Well, I think it's going to be it for today. So we are going to go ahead and leave that. If I go back in, where does it have me continue? Just see if I have to redo any of this stuff. Pursue of every goal. Blah, 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 blah. No. That's the music room. That's what it remembers. Okay. Okay. All right. That will do it for this afternoon. So 8 hours from now, I will be streaming more Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. So that'll be fun. So if you guys are able to make it, that'd be awesome. But either way, that is the plan, though. So thanks for watching. I appreciate the support. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for jumping on, Fofox, for while you're able. Progressing through stuff. We've got still several games from this Halloween, but most of them are short. The Inheritance of Crimson Manor is I think the longest one left. So I have something left over from last year, the year before as well. 1 or 2 for each of those years. So we'll do this when we can. Talk to you later. Peace.
Poor spider.
This freaking boy. Oh, that's so sad.